It sounds funny, and probably some of you are laughing at you. That's exactly what you were thinking too. As long as I got to the funded part, then I'll know what I'm going to do. I'll pick the right trades then. I'm in a hurry. I just want to get through that first stage. And these funded companies are loving that. They're making lots of money with reset fees. You can do this, but you have to change how you think. You have to lower your expectations, and that's not a bad thing. Trade with one contract. Trade with one contract. And I promise you, this is what you're going to have happen. You're going to use one contract. You're still going to trade impulsively. You're still going to get in there because you want to have something good happen. And then you're going to go into drawdown. And that one contract, you'll have 3 handles, becomes 7 handles, drawdown. Stop. You can afford to trade more because the max loss day, whatever it may be, you're not there yet. Still, stop. Can you stop? 99% of you won't. That's a problem. That is a problem. Because if you can't control yourself and say, you know what? I can stop right now and I'll come back tomorrow. Even if this does move where I thought I was going to go today, or if it moves even way beyond that, it doesn't matter because you weren't in that trade, so you can't regret it. You weren't in that trade, so you can't regret it. You have to start somewhere, forging discipline, being self-responsible, and that way you know that you can control yourself in the future and you can trust yourself, because what you're doing, and you don't realize it, you're pushing the button in these instances with a demo account or in a combine because you know that you wouldn't be losing that money. If it's wrong, that money is not coming out of your bank account. It's not coming out of your live equity. So it gives you this false sense of security. And it's also, it feels like you have all upside, no downside, but you still have to pay for a reset. And you're paying in time. You're wasting time instead of just doing it the right way. Every one of these combines, every single one of them, all of you could do it in a month. All of you could do it in a month. But all of you want to do it in the minimum time. All of you want to do it in some guy's challenge on YouTube. Do it in this amount of time. How about make $5 million after taxes? Let's talk real money. Okay, stop with the Mickey Mouse shit. All these challenges, do this and do that. No. I'm teaching you how to be the best trader that you can be. And if you want to listen to other people tell you shit, you're welcome to do that. But that combine, whatever company you're using, every single one of them are Mickey Mouse level easy. They collectively understand that you are going to do what I've been talking about in this entire Twitter space tonight. You're going to be reckless. You're going to be impatient. You want to just get through that first step, that unprofitable, unfunded challenge, that contest. Who are you competing against? You. You are. You are competing with yourself. And when you blow it, who'd you lose to? You. So it doesn't make sense to figure out what the fuck you're doing wrong. And that's why I talk like this. That's why I talk about the things outside of the concept in a video. You think I'm talking about dumb shit. I saw a guy on one of the dudes that take my Twitter spaces, and it'll be in YouTube. He does it. There's a comment section of some goober. If you want to make money, or if you want to have more people watch your videos, you can cut the bullshit out and just get to the trading parts. Dude, you're listening to this. You are absolutely fucking doomed. You're never going to make any money. The fact that you don't want to listen to someone that has gone through it, figured out how to fix it, and has taught other people how to do it, and they're making fortunes because they have adjusted and did these things in their own trading. There is no shortcut. There's no way around these things. Whether you are met with it right now or in the future, every single one of you will come across this bridge in the road, and either you stop trading because these things are going to be in front of you, these problems that every trader has, or you learn how to deal with it on an individual basis. Like, you are going to wrestle with things that the next person isn't, but it's all the same things: uncertainty, performance anxiety, rushing, not being organized. And the top of the list, unrealistic expectations. My son went into it thinking, I'm ICT's son. It's going to be easy, like a video game. I could be able to tell my dad, this is what I did. Bada bing, bada boom, it's done. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom, you got your ass done. It's over. Now you got to fix it. But now you have it harder because you have to fix all of that negative thinking. You got to cope with that now, which makes everything exponentially harder, but not impossible, but much, much harder. And when I talk to you this way, and most of this stuff is designed for my kids, I'm telling them how to avoid all these things. And two of my boys now have tasted this shit. Cody thought he was going to whip crypto's ass, and it whipped his ass. I told him to stay away from it, didn't listen. Okay. He's not trying to trade. He's sour by it. Doesn't want to talk about it. Doesn't care. Okay, I get it. He wants to be the owner of his stepfather's business, and he thinks he's going to be passed on to him. I don't think that's going to happen. But he's an adult. Let him do what he wants to do. Cameron tried to do it the video game approach. All wrong. Caleb, slow and steady. Not trying to be big, not trying to worry about you getting out of his job real quick. Just real slow and steady. Real slow and steady. And he'll get there. I'm confident. I'm confident he will have all the traits that I want all of my kids and all of you as my students to have. He's not in a hurry to go in and tell his boss, I don't need to be here anymore. And because of that, he has the right mindset, and it'll carry him. He has no girlfriend, no social life. It's work, study, markets. That might not be for you. Okay. I already said I'm not for everyone. The markets are not for everyone. But there is no sugar-coated, cookie-cutter approach that you're going to be able to walk out there, start making money, have no problems, no issues mentally, no baggage, no drawdown that causes you to think recklessly. There's nobody teaching this stuff. They're all trying to entice you to buy courses, buy memberships, buy products, follow me, copy me trading. You have to deal with the realities of you're going to do it wrong. What are you going to do when you do it wrong? How are you going to cope with it? How are you going to get past it? I've been there. I've been there lots of times. And I thought I had it figured out way faster than I really needed to invest more time. But I had to discover this stuff going through it, patching myself up, stopping the bleeding, and working extra jobs when I didn't have a whole lot of free time as it was, just to get a little bit of money to start doing it all over again and making the same mistakes, thinking that I was going to get a different result. And many of you are doing that, even with my concepts. You're trying to force something that's not in the chart. You're trying to see a breaker. You're trying to see a fair value gap, a silver bullet, because you want it to be there. You're impatient. You're not waiting for it to form. You want it to be there. So you're going to look for it. And damn it, you're going to see it. They're like ink blots. They're Rorschachs. They're projecting what you want to see. And you're fooling yourself. instead of understanding how to read price for real. And you can't do that quickly. I've never said that you could do it quickly. But once you understand how to read price and you understand how to determine where the draw on liquidity is, 90 fucking days, you apply that silver bullet, you don't need a job. That is not 90 days you can quit your job. There's people out there taking my comments and making YouTube channel videos saying I'm going out there and telling everybody to quit their job in 90 days. No, you have to at least know what price is doing apart from the silver bullet. Silver bullet's just a multiplier. It's a model that lets you go in and act on what you should already understand about the marketplace. You're not doing that in 90 fucking days. Okay. You're not. You will not. Okay. So that way we're understanding ourselves. But if you spent a year back testing and tape reading and you get a really good feel for what markets are doing and how they work from one liquidity to the next, look at the video I put up, One Setup for Life. I literally tell you how to go in there and use the previous session's liquidity. And for the folks that are asking me, can you teach the London session? Just look at the previous day's afternoon PM session. I don't know why you're making it hard. Like, that's what you do. That's all you do. Apply that in between the 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning, London Open Kill Zone. Whether it's Forex or futures, it doesn't fucking matter. It's the same stuff. Like, you are all complicating something I've made very simple because you're bringing something that you think is a mountain issue, and it's not. It's insignificant. But because of your impatience, because of the lack of discipline and self-control over yourself, you're making it something bigger. And it's the perfect excuse to say, I don't know how to do it, and it's not working for me. It's not profitable because ICT is not teaching me this and that. I've already taught it. But you don't want to put the work into it, just like my own son didn't want to. And he saw how that worked. And today he had a taste of it for real. And he's drained. Yeah, this is what it's like. It's like fucking boot camp. 6 weeks. You go in there, fluffy, full of fucking ding dongs and bonbons, and they whip your ass into shape in 6 weeks. You're salty as shit. You want to go out there and chew somebody's liver from their abdomen. Well, some people need to go through that to discover that they're their biggest adversary. They're their biggest problem. And most people will be quick to point the finger outside of themselves. Oh, that guy, that gal, that thing was not profitable because this and that. No, you just didn't do what was required. You have to step into that uncomfortable area of development, just like weight training, dieting, anything worth having and maintaining is going to require effort. And you are trying to learn the highest form of financial education on the planet. Think about what you're expecting. You think that you're just going to roller skate into this shit with $500, $100 account, and all of a sudden now you're fucking rich. This is not Instagram, okay? That's all bullshit over there. It's going to take you a lot more time, a lot more effort, and a whole lot more money than you're willing to put into it. And now there's other avenues where these funding companies are making it available to you. That resource, while it's available, it might be worth it. I'm not saying you should. It might be worth it for you to do it. But you won't beat it unless you're disciplined. You won't beat it unless you're organized. You won't beat it. You won't beat that combine if you do not have the right mindset and have control over yourself and say, okay, this is all I'm doing. This is all I'm doing. So you think 10 handle runs, 20 handle runs when I'm doing them, like, man, I wish I could do that. You know what you should be doing? You should be saying, I want to be good at getting consistently 3 handles. It's not even 5. Start there. If 5's too much, start with 3 once a day. And if you can do it, then start aiming for 1 in the morning, one in the afternoon. That's 6 handles a day. In 10 days, you could whip the shit out of that combine if you did that with one contract. You don't need to use their high end. This is how many contracts you can trade. You don't need it. One contract, you can replace what you earn at majority of what your present income is. Now, I know there's some of you are 6-figure people that have careers and such, and God bless you for it. But the majority of folks in America don't make 6 figures. Majority of them don't even make 50,000 a year. It's sad. But you can make $50,000 easy as fuck. Even with that little $50,000 low rung funded account. That's what I told Cameron. I said, think about like that. 50,000, that's all you got. You can't get the 100,000. You can't get the 150,000. You got to make it work with the 50,000. If you don't trade more than one contract and you can replace your job's income, is that a failure? He goes, man, that'd be awesome. Right. So why didn't you think about that when you were doing the other shit? Well, because you want. That's the problem. You want. Wanting is the problem. You need to slow the fuck down. You have to slow down. All of that and more is available to the people that understand themselves, the markets, and the timing aspect. All of you know in the United States at least, what took place yesterday in our country. 4th of July, it's a holiday. So the protocol is expectations low. Now, we moved a lot in the morning, uncharacteristically. That's fine. But what did we have in the afternoon? FOMC minutes. Now, typically, that's not a big mover, but it causes a little flurry of action. So, was today a easy day? Not if you're brand new. No, it's not. So if you felt overwhelmed, it's normal. It's absolutely normal. And you shouldn't be beating yourself up. If you lost money trying to do something today, learn from it, but don't beat yourself up. But it's easy to try to tell yourself, why bother? I'm going to fail. I'm never going to be able to do this. I lost money, blah, blah, blah. I was a guy I was talking to last week. I think it was last week or over the weekend. He was saying, thanks for everything, ICT, but I lost too much money. I got to stop. Right away, I knew that the guy was trading before he should have. And I didn't want to, in Twitter, beat him up, but you know who you are. You rushed into that because you are probably overwhelmed in debt. You're probably overwhelmed with the pressures of the world and your personal life, and you need to make a change. Everybody has room to make change. But in this industry, you can't speed it up. Just because you need it, just because you want it, isn't going to make it manifest itself. Okay. I am not a believer of manifest it and it's going to appear. No, because if that happened, it would have happened for me because I was doing all that stuff in the beginning and it never worked. And working very, very hard doing the wrong shit isn't going to make it happen either. You have to know what you're doing and you have to know yourself intimately. That means all the ugly parts, the things that you never want to share with anybody else. That shit is the problem. And every one of us, every single one of us have those flaws, those triggering mechanisms that cause us to lash out in our personal relationships. We start fights and arguments and we don't realize it, but we're doing it. We're causing drama at work, online. If you go to bars or whatever, something happens in your brain before you got in that fist fight, either got your ass kicked or beat the other guy up. Now you're in jail. You're driving down the road, somebody does something, you get out and you kick and stomp their car in. Now you're getting fucking sued. All of us have frailties, character flaws, and nobody talks about the things that's going to wreck your ass in trading because it's not pleasant. Nobody wants to be reminded that we're all human, that we all have to wipe our ass. Yeah, that's the reality, folks. There's no sugarcoating it here. And if you don't have these realistic perspectives going into this, It's easy to fall into Instagram fanciful believing it's fairy tales and it's all going to happen for me magically. All I got to do is buy this guy's bullshit, sign up to his Discord, go into his horse shit. Nope. It's going to take a lot of effort. But I promise you, I promise you, if you do what's required, it will be a whole lot less time that you're fearful it will require. See, you're thinking it's going to take 30 years. No. You're thinking it's going to take 6 years. ICT said it took him 6 years to figure this shit out. No, I had to figure myself out in those 6 years. I figured out everything I needed to know about the trading part in a little less than 3.5 years. But we'll call it 3.5. Just call it 3.5. But it's just a tad underneath 3.5 years. I had everything in my head technically that needed to be applied for me to find everything I needed to find for setups, endless setups. But I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to supercharge it even more, and I was pursuing perfection, and I created a lot more performance anxiety issues in myself by trying to improve upon what you now know and what I'm sharing here. So it won't take you when you get there, when you arrive at your consistently profitable, comfortable zone where you don't need to do anything else. You don't need to tinker with it. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to watch anybody else's videos, mine included. You ain't got to watch anybody else's courses, books, none of that shit. You know exactly what you're doing tomorrow, the next day, 5 years from now, it's going to be the same show, boring. You go in, you make your money, you stop, you go live your life. That's what real traders do. That's what real traders do. They are not in here all day long, chained to these fucking computers. They're not doing that. They're not doing that, folks. The people that make money, they go in, they get their shit, they get done, and they go live their life. How many of you are looking at trading like that? Chances are you're not. You want to trade the London session, then you want to trade the New York session, then you want to trade the PM session, and then I hope there's going to be a move in the Asian session because fuck it, I got time. No, no.